A crash nearly ended my life, but one decision rebuilt it. In this video, I'll show you the exact method that I used to rise from rock bottom and regain my confidence and belief in myself. So a little over 2 years ago, I crashed my motorcycle. I hit a moose and I broke both of my arms, and I was basically a vegetable for a long time. In that period of time, I totally lost all belief in myself and I was at my lowest point in my life. I'm gonna show you how I climbed from rock bottom to the best point of my life I've ever been in with one simple method. All I remember was that I was heading home from a friend of mine when everything went black. I woke up in a hospital 8 hours later and I didn't remember anything. I remember looking up at my arms, seeing that they were covered in bandages, and then the doctor coming towards me saying both of my arms were broken. One of the first things I then asked the doctor was, when can I start boxing again? And I just remember the look of the doctor's face. It was this terrified look of not knowing what to say. At that point, I thought I was never gonna get back. I thought my life was over. I thought all of my dreams were never gonna be achieved. You know, it's very weird going from working out every single day and being in top shape, and then all of a sudden, you can't move. I spent a lot of time doing absolutely nothing, and it got really boring after a while. So one day, I came over this book from David Goggins, Can't Hurt Me, and it changed my life. This book totally changed my perception of what the human body can actually accomplish. And the day after I finished this book, I actually decided to go for a 50 kilometers run with 2 broken arms and no training. It was not my smartest move, but that day I proved to myself that I can accomplish whatever I want. Because I didn't think I was gonna be able to run 50 kilometers with no training. But I wanted to give myself the challenge, because what if? What if I can actually pull off that miracle? What if I could actually prove myself wrong and regain my confidence and self-belief? That, to me, gave me goosebumps. All I wanted was to feel good again, because I felt like shit. So the day after, I actually ran the 50 kilometers, and I'll show you right here. I spent about 7 hours just to prove myself wrong. That single decision changed my life. When I finished those 50 kilometers, I realized that I wasn't finished. I wasn't done. My dreams wasn't broken, and I could still accomplish whatever I wanted. So that day, I set the goal to get back into boxing, even after breaking both of my arms. In the following weeks, I got my discipline back up. I started running almost every single day, and I went back to the boxing gym, and I couldn't do much, but I decided, you know what? Let me just do what I can. And slowly, I made improvements. Days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months, and before I knew it, both of my arms were feeling good again. And even better, I felt good again, and I finally got back my confidence. And now, 2 years later, I've been told by my doctor that unfortunately, I shouldn't box anymore. Because I broke both of my arms, they're starting to give in. You know, your arms take a lot of beatings when you're boxing. And when you've broken both of them before, it's just a matter of time before you have to stop. I didn't realize that before now. Even though I could kind of predict it, I just denied it. I didn't want to believe it, but now I've gotten the cold hard truth. I have to quit. But I do have bigger dreams. And those dreams are creating a life of freedom for myself. Traveling around the world and doing the most crazy adventure activities ever, and documenting it in a cinematic, beautiful, storytelling way. Boxing built me, but freedom requires leverage. So now I'm choosing filmmaking to be my vehicle towards financial freedom, location freedom, and living a life full of adventure and feeling alive. And honestly, it really scares me. I have no idea what I'm getting myself into, but I would rather just go for it. I would rather try and fail, and knowing that at least I tried. If it's one advice I could give you about all of this, it's give yourself a challenge. Something you feel is just out of reach, and try that. Prove yourself wrong. Try something that you think you cannot accomplish, and then accomplish it. Because once you prove to yourself that you can do things you didn't think you could, that's when your life really changes. Because that's when you start to realize, I can do whatever the fuck I want. And it doesn't have to be something extreme. It could be something like waking up at 5 a.m. for 7 days, or running a half marathon, or just as simple as reducing your screen time. The point is simply to prove to yourself that you are capable of achieving more than you think you can. What you need is not motivation. It's a bulletproof system that keeps you accountable, which will help you regain that confidence. That's why I have made a free challenge framework that you can download down below in the description. It's a PDF with the framework I used to build my life back up from rock bottom and regain my confidence, which is all about giving yourself that challenge that you deep down don't think you're capable of achieving, but going for it anyways, because then you will prove to yourself that you are so much more capable than you think you are. Let me know in the comments down below what challenge you pick. And with that being said, thanks for watching. I hope this video helped, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out!